The AI frontier for coding and autonomous agents in 2026 is a battlefield, and at its heart lies a critical question: Claude Opus 4.6 versus Grok 4. The hype is deafening, with promises of revolutionizing development workflows and even replacing junior roles. But cutting through the noise, what truly sets these two apart? Choosing incorrectly here isn't just a minor technical preference. It's a strategic decision that could ripple through your entire organization, affecting everything from development velocity to long-term operational costs. On one side, we have Claude Opus 4.6 from Anthropic, evolving its reputation for nuanced reasoning, robust safety, and complex task handling, making it a favorite for enterprise-grade, critical applications. On the other, Grok 4 from xAI, pushing the boundaries with its real-time data integration and a notoriously unconventional, even rebellious, approach to problem-solving. Each champions a distinct philosophy for the future of AI-assisted development and agent orchestration. However, if you're like many developers and tech leaders we talk to, you're wary of the slick demos. You've experienced the frustrating inconsistency of AI-generated code firsthand. Is Grok's speed truly reliable, or does it come with a hidden cost in quality assurance? Can Claude Opus handle the rapid iteration demands of a startup? Or is it better suited for slower, more deliberate projects? I've seen teams gravitate towards seemingly powerful, faster AI solutions, only to spend countless hours debugging subtly incorrect logic or unexpected edge cases, impacting deployment schedules. And this isn't just an engineering debate. The choice between Claude Opus 4.6 and Grok 4 for coding and agents has profound, cross-functional implications. The winner here isn't just a developer preference. It directly influences your product manager's roadmap timelines, your security team's vulnerability surface, and even your business stakeholders' trust in AI-driven innovation. Understanding these trade-offs is crucial. Next, we'll unpack their core coding capabilities, starting with how each model handles complex code generation. Alright, with the confusion cleared, let's dive into the core capabilities, cutting through the marketing to understand what Claude Opus 4.6 and Grok 4 actually deliver in 2026. This isn't about hype, it's about practical impact on your daily workflows. First up, core coding accuracy and reliability. Claude Opus 4.6, inheriting Anthropic's safety-first lineage, demonstrates significantly higher accuracy in complex code generation and refactoring. Its hallucination rate for critical path logic is notably lower, making it ideal for robust, production-grade systems where consistency is paramount. Grok 4, on the other hand, prioritizes speed and iterative output. It's fantastic for rapid prototyping and exploring different approaches, but developers often report a higher need for human oversight to correct subtle bugs or logical inconsistencies in its initial outputs. The winner here isn't just a developer preference. It has direct implications for your QA team's workload and your CTO's confidence in shipping new features. Next, let's look at agentic workflow and autonomy. Claude Opus 4.6 excels in structured, multi-step agentic tasks. Its ability to follow complex instructions, reason through subtasks, and self-correct within predefined guardrails is unparalleled, making it a strong contender for automating well-defined business processes. Grok 4 shines in more dynamic, less constrained environments. Its explore and exploit nature makes it incredibly adaptable for open-ended problem-solving or rapid data exploration, often generating novel solutions, but sometimes with unexpected side effects. I've seen teams choose Grok 4 for its rapid iteration capabilities in early-stage agent development, accepting its higher error rate for the sheer speed of experimentation. Then there's context window and long-form reasoning. Claude Opus 4.6 continues to lead with an exceptionally large context window, capable of processing entire codebases, extensive documentation, or vast project specifications in a single prompt. This is a game-changer for understanding complex legacy systems or performing large-scale architectural refactoring. Grok 4's context window, while improved, is optimized more for conversational depth and quick, focused iterations rather than massive document ingestion. If your team is tackling legacy system modernizations or dealing with deeply intertwined microservices, a larger context window like Opus's is non-negotiable. Finally, data security and trustworthiness. This is where the models diverge significantly. Claude Opus 4.6 benefits from Anthropic's stringent ethical guidelines and enterprise-grade data handling, making it a more secure choice for sensitive data and regulated industries. Its training data practices are transparent, fostering higher user trust. Grok 4, with its more permissive approach to data ingestion and content generation, raises more flags for security and compliance teams. While it offers raw power, its output can sometimes reflect biases or inconsistencies from its broader, less curated public data training. The implications here aren't just technical. They affect your legal team's compliance strategy and your CISO's risk assessment for sensitive data integration. Now that we've unpacked the core capabilities, let's zoom out. Next, we'll go beyond these raw capabilities and explore the cross-functional impact on your AI development and overall strategic decisions. We've just broken down the raw capabilities of Claude Opus 4.6 and Grok 4, but in the real world, an AI isn't just a technical spec sheet. It's a strategic asset that impacts every corner of your organization. This is where the choice truly gets interesting. First up, let's talk about development workflow and developer experience. Claude Opus 4.6, with its consistent, polished outputs, generally leads to less code review friction and fewer refactoring cycles. Developers report a smoother interaction, especially for complex agentic workflows, feeling more like a true co-pilot. On the other hand, Grok 4, while often faster and highly experimental, demands a higher degree of human oversight due to its unpredictable nature and propensity for creative, but sometimes off-base, solutions. This isn't just about a happier dev. It directly impacts your project manager's sprint velocity and your quality assurance team's burden, potentially accelerating or derailing release timelines. Next, the implications for product management and your roadmap. Claude Opus 4.6's reliability and established ethical guardrails mean PMs can confidently scope features requiring sensitive data handling or strict compliance, shortening the path from concept to production. For example, I've seen teams choose Claude Opus for regulated industries because its output consistency significantly de-risked their product launches. Grok 4, with its rapid iteration and sometimes unconventional problem-solving, can enable highly innovative, disruptive product features. But its unpredictable nature might force PMs to build in more contingency, or even delay market entry for fear of reputational damage. The choice here isn't merely a PM preference for feature rollout. It's a critical decision for your sales team, influencing what they can promise to enterprise clients and how quickly. Now let's pivot to security, compliance, and trust, a major concern for many of you. Claude Opus 4.6 benefits from Anthropic's constitutional AI principles, offering a more auditable and less problematic output, crucial for mitigating data leakage and bias risks. This means a reduced attack surface and clearer compliance pathways. Grok 4, conversely, is built on a more unconstrained philosophy, which, while boosting creativity, presents significant challenges for security teams trying to enforce data governance or prevent the generation of harmful content. The implications for security extend far beyond a compliance checkbox. They can critically affect your legal team's risk assessment and your executive leadership's brand reputation. Finally, operational efficiency and cost-effectiveness. Claude Opus 4.6's predictable resource utilization and lower rate of erroneous outputs often translate to more stable deployments and fewer operational incidents, reducing long-term maintenance costs and team burnout. Its extensive documentation and enterprise-grade support are also a big win for ops. Grok 4, while potentially cheaper per token in some scenarios, might incur hidden costs through increased human intervention, reruns, and debugging efforts, especially if its outputs require extensive fine-tuning or error correction. Operational efficiency isn't just about saving your ops team a headache. It translates directly to your finance department's budget allocation and your executive team's overall profitability. So, with these cross-functional impacts laid bare, the strategic decision becomes clearer. But which one ultimately wins, and when should your team pick which? Stick around as we dive into actionable insights and pragmatic guidance. Okay, we've dissected the benchmarks and cross-functional impacts. Now, let's get pragmatic. How do you actually make a confident decision between Claude Opus 4.6 and Grok 4 for your specific coding and agent needs in 2026? First, consider the criticality of reliability versus sheer speed. If your project demands high-fidelity code and robust agent behavior, where errors can't be tolerated, Claude Opus 4.6 is your current frontrunner. Its training emphasizes safety and consistency, making it a safer bet for production-grade applications. Grok 4, on the other hand, excels in rapid prototyping and high-volume, less critical tasks, where you can afford more human oversight for error correction. The winner here isn't just a developer preference. It has direct implications for your PM's roadmap timelines and your security team's audit surface. Next, dive deep into ethical considerations and trustworthiness. If your agents interact with sensitive customer data, or if their outputs directly influence public perception, Claude Opus 4.6, with its more transparent and ethically guided training, offers a significantly higher level of trust. Grok 4's origins and less constrained data sources mean it carries a higher reputational risk, making it less suitable for highly sensitive or public-facing agent deployments. I've seen teams choose Claude Opus specifically because their legal and compliance departments mandated a more accountable AI model, valuing peace of mind over raw performance in certain scenarios. This isn't just about technical output, it's about safeguarding your brand and avoiding compliance pitfalls. For teams concerned about the AI replacing jobs narrative, consider an augmentation strategy. Claude Opus 4.6 is exceptionally well suited for human-in-the-loop workflows, acting as a sophisticated co-pilot that elevates your developers' capabilities rather than seeking to fully automate them. Grok 4, while powerful, tends towards more autonomous task execution, which can be efficient but might also create blind spots if human oversight isn't carefully integrated. The key takeaway here is about empowering your existing talent. A well-chosen AI solution should enhance, not diminish, your team's value and career progression. Finally, factor in your existing ecosystem and long-term scalability. Claude Opus 4.6 often integrates more smoothly into established enterprise environments, playing well with existing cloud infrastructure and governance frameworks. Grok 4, while rapidly evolving, might require more bespoke integration work, especially if you're not already deep in the X/Tesla ecosystem. This choice isn't just about developer experience today, it dictates your future operational overhead and infrastructure costs, affecting your head of ops, budget, and long-term scaling strategy. Up next, we'll deliver our final verdict for 2026, which AI truly defines the future of coding and agents. Alright, after diving deep into Claude Opus 4.6 and Grok 4, it's time for the definitive 2026 verdict. The landscape for AI coding and agent development is intensely competitive, but the real differentiator comes down to trust and predictable performance, especially as models move from simple code generation to autonomous agents. For most enterprise-level and mission-critical applications, Claude Opus 4.6 emerges as the clear winner. Its commitment to safety, explainability, and consistent output directly addresses the skepticism around AI reliability and the ethical concerns many of you have raised. The winner here isn't just a developer preference. It has direct implications for your PM's risk management strategy and your legal team's compliance audits, significantly reducing potential liabilities. Now, for those thinking, when would I ever use Grok 4? Grok still has its place. If you're operating in a highly experimental, high-volume but low-risk environment, perhaps internal scripting tools, or hyper-focused data processing where raw speed trumps absolute precision, Grok 4 can offer an edge. But this trade-off comes with notable ethical and consistency considerations that must be carefully managed. This choice heavily impacts your ops team's monitoring burden and your security team's audit surface, demanding a much higher degree of human oversight. And that's our deep dive for today. If this comparison helped you navigate the complex world of AI, please hit that like button. We'd love to hear which model you're leaning towards and why in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more insights like this. And find the full comparison playbook with detailed benchmarks linked in the description. Thanks for watching.